क्यों किया 32 लाख पर ईयर का पैकेज रिजेक्ट। ये हैं डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी, जो बहुत सालों से क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस में हैं और उसके बावजूद शी वांट टू वर्क नाउ इन नॉन क्लिनिकल। क्या ऐसे रीजंस हैं कि अब वो नॉन क्लिनिकल में उनको जाना चाहिए या नहीं? चलिए मिलते हैं डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी से और पूछते हैं उनसे उनकी जुबानी उनकी कहानी। डॉक्टर, MBBS और DNB करने के बाद में व्हाट चैलेंजेस वर यू फेसिंग?
So it comes to a point where the amount of work that you put in, you're not receiving that much.
What is difficult to move away from a traditional doctor path in your career path?
Everybody thinks that once you're a doctor, your path is set.
What skill do you think the doctor lack when they are entering into pharma or industry roles?
Though we have medical knowledge, the work that is done in pharmacovigilance or in pharma companies is completely different.
Hello everyone, welcome to you all once again. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Lakshmi with us. She is MBBS and DNB and there's a MBB on किया हुआ है, and she joined one of our course and she just landed a job, and not in just one company. I can say there are so many other offers she have. So let's talk to her के after MBBS MD मतलब जो DNB किया, जो क्लिनिकल से नॉन क्लिनिकल में क्यों शिफ्ट किया, एंड वेरी वेरी हाई सैलरीज मिलती हैं क्लिनिकल में, ऑलरेडी, बट नॉन क्लिनिकल में भी सैलरीज कम नहीं होती हैं. यू कैन सी 50, 40, 60 लाख तक भी इधर जॉब में मिलता है, और वही कारपोरेट जॉब है, 5 days नीड टू वर्क, 9 to 5 का रोल है. तो ये टाइप के लोगों को इतना अवेयरनेस नहीं है. मेडिकल डॉक्टर दे ऑलवेज जस्ट रन बिहाइंड द क्लिनिकल, कि भाई अपना क्लिनिक कर लिया, अपना नर्सिंग होम कर लिया, या किसी कारपोरेट हॉस्पिटल में जॉब कर लिया. तो नॉन क्लिनिकल में इतना अवेयरनेस नहीं. लॉस्ट टॉक टू डॉक्टर Lakshmi. Dr. Lakshmi, please give us your brief introduction about yourself.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Lakshmi. I'm a pediatrician. I did my MBBS DCH in DNB, and luckily I came across one Instagram post of Academically, and that is when I really knew that I can do something which will help me transition from a clinical role to a non-clinical. Before that I just had an idea, but I never knew it was possible. I thought this might just be another course, but when I got into Academically and when I saw the quality of the lectures and the instructors were so good and they helped me throughout the journey, and as if there are doctors doing this, they know that in clinical field we are not very aware of what pharmacovigilance is, and what is case reporting and how it goes around. We are totally unaware of it. But when I did this from zero, you can say I got to know a complete package of everything. It was very nicely curated and very informational. And during the course itself, even before I had my, the exams and all, I got a call from a company and I was able to, interview. Even for the interview, they helped me, how to talk, and, there were mock interviews, which were very helpful, because it is completely different from how it is in a hospital setup, how you give an interview and how you give it in a corporate world. It's not the same. So yeah, that is a summary of it.
Doctor, MBBS और DNB करने के बाद में what challenges were you facing before this transition basically?
Sir, clinical role में ऐसे होते हैं कि the timing is, even after certain age, we have a lot of, family we have to take care of.
Yeah.
A lot of financial burdens are also there. So it comes to a point where the amount of work that you put in, you're not receiving that much. Yes, we are in a medical field, you are you're not thinking of the how much you're going to get, but at one point it does matter, because you keep giving. I used to have around 24 to 48 hour duties continuously. There has been a time where I was on duty for continuously 72 hours. So that was causing a hindrance, because my child was growing up. And if you see the the financial aspect of it, I don't think it was that elaborate to say ki, yes, okay, I will do this, and I will not take care of my daughter. No. So I wouldn't say work-life balance, which is not there anyways, but something which would keep you comfortable in every aspect. financially, emotionally, and your mental stability, that you get more, I think, in this aspect. Yes.
So when you realize that clinical practice may not be the only path for you, आपको कब पता लगा कि यार clinical के अलावा भी you can make career in non-clinical?
So मैंने काफ़ी सारे रिसर्च किए थे, but penetrating into a non-clinical field was very tough. Like as a medico, you're not aware that there are routes like this or there are platforms like this. So it's already saturated. That's the feedback everybody gives you. It's already saturated, and you can't do anything more, and you will have to study from scratch. So I was always demotivated. Ki, okay, maybe not this time, maybe not today. But when I came across this, I took a chance. Like I thought, no, this time let me, just take a chance and see what happens. So I think academically was my, point where I crossed over, you can say.
Okay. And what is difficult to move away from a traditional doctor path in your career path?
So because one is everybody thinks that once you're a doctor, your path is set, but
Yes.
it doesn't happen that way. So as you know now, so many people who get into PG also, they quit within a month or two because it's very harsh. It's like very, very harsh environment, and financially also it is like a huge burden. And so since most of us are not aware that there are things you can do other than and this is not the set path, there are other things that you can deviate and go to. So that is one of the major, I think, blockages that we have today. People are not aware.
What was your biggest fear basically switching to non-clinical? Is there anything in your mind?
So because once you've put so much of effort, time, energy into becoming a doctor, into seeing patients, I really love seeing patients. My work is like, I'm very devoted to it. So for me, the fear was like, if I transition, will I have to let go of this completely, or can I manage both together? But I think there are venues where you can hold both in two. Okay. Or if you want to completely transition, it's possible. It's not like a set rule for everyone. So I think if you adapt and go, it is possible. But I was very scared that I'll have to, completely let go of all my work that I've done, all my knowledge that I've attained here, and then completely go to a new area, which is very, very difficult for anybody to do, because it's not 1 or 2 years. We are talking about 10, 15 years of work.
So Dr. Lakshmi, before or now, and what is the change basically through the academically? ये जो कोर्स ने आपने क्या लर्निंग्स रहा आपका, जो पहले बिफोर आप बताओ क्या नहीं पता था, अभी हाउ यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट, कितनी कंपनी से आपको अभी इंटरव्यूज का कॉल आया, कहाँ कहाँ बात चल रहा है आपका?
So, sir, beginning say, if I'm seeing, first of all, I was completely unaware of all the paths that existed. Even when I saw the Academically ad, I was contacted by one of the representatives. मैंने बहुत questions पूछे कि ये कैसे होते, क्या क्या है, and still I was very confused. Then I think Dr. Ateep spoke to me. He gave me a brief about it and how I can coordinate both together and go. And the classes were very much aligned with my work schedule. ऐसा नहीं थे कि I have to let go of everything, and the classes were structured in such a way that you can incorporate it into your daily routine and still get quality classes. आजकल कैसे होते हैं कि कुछ भी it's pre-recorded. Most of the sessions are pre-recorded. Or the certification has no value, there are no exams, I mean there's no quality to it. But in the course of Academically course, I understood that this was very different. We were having live, very, very much established tutors and instructors, and early on itself we were told that you'll have a thesis, like a capstone to be done, and you have to present, and there's an exit exam also. So I was like, okay, this is something really good. So, and the interviews, I got one before I finished my course itself.
Yeah.
And that was my very first interview in a non-clinical setup, that too from a very good corporate company. And the interview was very tough as well. But very luckily, I cracked it in the first go, and that too, the pay scale was very, very good. But I didn't say yes at the point because of logistical issue and all that. But even after that, at present, I'm in the negotiation with like I think 4 other companies, and I have 2 interviews on Monday as well.
तो
So
बेसिकली
that
डॉक्टर
is,
लक्ष्मी
I
को
think,
32 LP के राउंड में कंपनी जो TCS है वहां से ऑफर था,
yeah,
बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट
yeah,
कंपनी बिकॉज समटाइम दे आर लोकेशन सिटी नीड टू
yeah,
चेंज, एंड डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी का इतना एक्सपीरियंस है क्लिनिकल का, शी कैन गेट 40 45 50 भी मिल सकता है, तो शी इज इन दैट पोजिशन कि भाई और कंपनी में भी एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं, एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज तो बहुत ज़्यादा अवेलेबल है अभी डॉक्टर्स के लिए, राइट?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yes. What skill do you think the doctor lack when they are entering into pharma or industry roles?
Yes, so the lack is because एक तो हमको awareness नहीं है. Secondly, the thing is it's totally different. Though we have medical knowledge, the work that is done in pharmacovigilance or in pharma companies is completely different. So unless and until you have like a basic understanding of what is being done, you can't just walk in there like just with a MBBS MD degree. You can't go there. You need a procedure. You need a course, to understand what is happening, and you need to do it from a legit place where they actually tell you what happens. And it's not like you can just go. Everybody says abhi to AI is there. Go to ChatGPT, go to Claude, and you will get. No, they will only give you information if you prompt them something. It's not going to be available if you're absolutely clueless.
Correct.
So I think, yeah.
Dr. Lakshmi, what was your experience, interviewing, what kind of question they ask basically from a physician? What they want to know
Okay,
from a physician perspective? Clinical से non-clinical shift करा तो ज़्यादा पता भी नहीं है, तो कहते क्या क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं in general, आप थोड़ा बता
So
पाएं?
first of all, so initially the questions were like basic. They asked me why I want to transition. That's the very first question. Everybody is doubtful ki why are you transitioning. Then once that aspect is clear, then they went into very detailed theory questions actually. So for me with TCS, it was all about pharmacovigilance. They asked me everything about ICSR and MedPrep coding and everything in detail. So it's not like, it wasn't easy. But yes, it wasn't easy. But I had practiced and I had read through all of Academically's literature and everything, and that really helped me to at least understand and how to go about the interview.
तो जो हमारे फैकल्टी लाइक डॉक्टर निष्ठा है, डॉक्टर सिकंदर श्री, डॉक्टर बाला, इन्होंने जो आपको क्वेश्चन प्रिपेयर कराए थे इंटरव्यू में, कुछ हेल्पफुल रहे?
हाँ जी. डॉक्टर सिकंदर श्री वाज माय मेंटर आल्सो फॉर द कैप्स्टोन. तो मैंने बहुत बार मैम को पूछे थे कि मैम कैसे होता है, व्हाट द क्वेश्चंस, एंड इवन ड्यूरिंग आवर क्लासेस जो होते थे, they are so nice that you can actually go on and ask them even these questions. Like usually what happens is in lectures and all, you don't ask anything, you just keep quiet, but they were very, very interactive, and they encouraged us to ask questions. So I used to ask Dr. Skandashri ma'am ki ma'am kaise, how should we answer, what would they be expecting, and they were very, very transparent, and they used to tell us real life experiences from how they had gone into interviews and what were the questions. So that really helps when they translate their experiences and tell us. So that was very, very helpful.
Because जो भी फैकल्टी है एकेडमिक में, दे ऑल आर वर्किंग एज ए MSL, और दे आर वर्किंग मेडिकल फील्ड, दे आर वर्किंग एज डेस्क्रिप्टिव फिजिशियन, दे आर वर्किंग फार्माकोविजिलेंस, और दे आर वर्किंग डिफरेंट कंपनी, टॉप कंपनी में जो लोग काम करते हैं, दे बेसिकली पार्ट टाइम एकेडमिकली पे बच्चों को मेंटोर करते हैं. तो हमारे पास में जैसे सुपर 30 हम लोग बैच रन करते हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है इसमें 100-200 बच्चे नहीं होंगे क्लास में, मैक्सिमम 30 होंगे. एंड डॉक्टरी क्लास में तो ओनली 12 बच्चे थे, बिकॉज इट वाज आवर फर्स्ट बैच. एंड द गुड थिंग इज हियर अराउंड 89% स्टूडेंट का प्लेसमेंट हो चुका है कहीं ना कहीं, मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट का, एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू गेट उनको 100% सबका प्लेसमेंट हो जाए, तो एटलीस्ट फॉर अस जो हमने प्रॉमिस किया था वो डिलीवर हुआ ऑन टाइम. So doctor, what you would you say that doctors who feel stuck or confused right now, तो उनके बारे में क्या बोलना चाहेंगे आप?
So first of all, जो भी stuck है, they actually are unaware of the courses. They don't know. Maybe it's a stigma when they say कि suddenly you're choosing a non-clinical. I would just like to tell them that it is not a stigma. Even if you've put in years into a clinical field, ultimately you should think of everything. And the scenario in India, though I would not like to say it that way, it's very difficult for doctors. So if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling helpless in some place, you should actually take a step and try these non-clinical courses and see where you fit in, your life might change altogether.
In reality, is this path is easy or does it require serious effort and preparation?
So, everything requires preparation and effort. It is not easy, but I think it is always doable with the right effort. Like if you want to excel in anything, if you want to crack, because corporate is also tough. If you have to present yourself in a way and crack things, you have to be very sound with your knowledge, whatever you learn, how you present yourself. So I wouldn't say it is easy, but it is completely doable, and it is very, very much possible in a very good way.
Because this is a leadership role. Basically, medical doctors, you can see कि लाखों पेशेंट्स को यू आर गोइंग टू इम्पैक्ट बेसिकली, एंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मे बी 400-500 लोग आपके अंडर में काम करने वाले. तो इट इज़ नॉट वेरी कि आप एक नर्सिंग होम चलाओ जहाँ 5-10-20 लोग एम्प्लॉय हैं. यहाँ एक बहुत बड़ा कारपोरेट कंपनी जो आपको हायर करता है, मे बी नॉट इन डे वन बट एट द एंड आपको वही बनना है. यू कैन बी ए डायरेक्टर, यू कैन बिकम ए मैनेजर. वहाँ पर इतने सारे लोगों को मैनेज करना ही आपका काम है. दे माइट बी फ्रॉम डिफरेंट हेल्थ केयर बैकग्राउंड. डॉक्टर का रोल डेफिनेटली जो हाई जो पोजीशन है ना, वो वहाँ डॉक्टर को ही एंट्री होती है. फार्मा कंपनी में हर एक कंपनी का जो हेड होता है, जो डायरेक्टर होता है, वो मेडिकल डॉक्टर ही होता है. भले ही वो फार्मेसी वाले बच्चे या नर्सिंग या अदर्स, ऑब्वियसली कंपनी आल्सो सी द कॉस्ट कटिंग. तो वो लोग थोड़ा सा नीचे वाले लेवल पे ये लोग काम करते हैं. डेटा एंट्री वाला काम कौन करेगा? डॉक्टर के लिए डॉक्टर काम नहीं है. कुछ लोगों को लगता है यार कि जो फार्माकोविजिलेंस में जो फार्मेसी वाले काम करते हैं वही हम लोग भी काम करेंगे क्या? नहीं, दिस इज योर टोटली डिफरेंट रोल है आपके लिए एज ए मेडिकल डॉक्टर. तो ऐसा नहीं सोचे कि यार जो ये लोग करें वही आप काम करेंगे. मतलब लास्ट में एक था कि इफ यू डोंट टेक दिस स्टेप, वेयर डू यू थिंक यू वुड बी टुडे?
I would be doing the same 24 to 48 hour duties. I would be still wondering what if. And abhi to mere what if khatam ho gaye. So that is one very good thing for me. And I really, it has unlocked a very different world for me. And even like, now when I see it's, a lot of places, the academically thing with the name is going on. So a lot of my colleagues have been calling and asking, what is this? Can you tell? What is this? Even seniors, super seniors, they were not aware. So then I've been telling them.
Even I want to say a very, very small story. So I was working in Australia. So in Australia, all the clinic, छोटे मोटे clinic पे ये लोग भी clinical trial करते हैं. They are earning very, very high, from pharma companies. अपार्ट फ्रॉम पेशेंट. बट इंडिया में लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि भाई क्लिनिकल ट्रायल भी आप रन कर सकते हो अपना क्लिनिक के ऊपर, अपना हॉस्पिटल के अंदर भी क्लिनिकल के साथ में. तो आई वांट टू से कि एवरीवन शुड डू दिस काइंड ऑफ कोर्स. यू शुड नो कि आपके लिए और क्या एडिशनल रेवेन्यू जनरेट आप कर सकते हो. अगर आपको क्लिनिकल में भी नहीं छोड़ना है, नॉन क्लिनिकल में नहीं भी जाना है, तो भी जैसे लाइक के जो हमारे कोर्स है क्लिनिकल ड्रग डेवलपमेंट में, इसमें यू विल नो कि भाई क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स कैसे होते हैं, आप अपने क्लिनिक पे कैसे कर सकते हो क्लिनिकल ट्रायल. यू कैन मेक लॉट ऑफ मनी टू डू क्लिनिकल ट्रायल. इट्स नॉट जस्ट कि बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स को ट्रायल नहीं मिलते, छोटे क्लिनिक को मिलते. यू आर बेसिकली स्पेशलिस्ट डॉक्टर, वेदर यू आर ए पेडियाट्रिशियन या आप डर्मा में किया जो भी किया हुआ है तो आपको वही कंपनी आपको रीच आउट करेंगे, भैया हमारा ट्रायल रन कर दीजिए, बिकॉज यू आर वन ऑफ द फेमस डॉक्टर इन योर सिटी, राइट. तो आई थिंक लोगों को इतना पता नहीं है डॉक्टर्स को. तो वी आर जस्ट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम and wish you all the very best. I hope you will get very good position in future, especially in the top pharma company.
Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful talking to you. Thank you, sir.